I know it's been a minute. So I'm back. I was gonna do. Sorry, it seemed like I was about to say something there, and I was, and I didn't end up saying it. I was going to do this, my old introduction thing or whatever, and try to, I guess, kind of get into it in the usual way that I do, but. I'm sick of doing that. Like, I'm so sick. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, I'm so sick of seeing videos with people, and I'm not knocking it. Okay, so don't come after me, y'all. But I'm sick of seeing videos of people who like go on these like tangents for tangents for like a minute or two, 5 minutes, 10 minutes into the video. They're still doing the introduction, and it's like, come on. Like if you're just gonna be conversational with us, then that's one thing. Like I'm doing right now, but like. I want to get into the content. I want to immediately figure out who you are. I don't want to I want people who come to me on their level. You know what I'm saying? I want you to talk with me like I'm a real person, or I guess talk to me since, you know, ain't nobody here with me and you are just listening to me if you are. But, whatever. But I want to talk today about, um, sorry, I've got several videos that I'm going to be filming today. And this is the first one. I want to make the first one about Black women getting surgery, plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery. I want to start this off by like going in and being like, why are Black women doing this? Oh my gosh. But I can't do that because I will do that in the video because, like, I mean, I'm a great example. Like, look at me. I mean, I'm not a great example. I am a lighter skinned person. I never considered myself to be light skinned. I know I look very light in this camera, but what you're seeing in real life, like, I'm looking at my nose right now. My nose is like drastically darker than this than what I'm seeing in this video, reflected back to me. So that in mind, or keeping that in mind when I say what I'm about to say, I am a good example of like a Black woman who would be a good candidate for those kinds of surgeries. And even with my lighter skin, I'm still a good candidate because oh, and what I was saying earlier is I always considered myself, and still kind of do, to be medium tone brown skin, basically like within the range of brown skin. Like I'm not in the middle. I'm clearly closer to the lighter side, but like I am, um, I never considered myself to be light. Like if I was actually this light skin, the way you see me on this video, then I would consider myself, and I probably would have always considered myself light skin. But I'm not this light, so it's crazy. This is closer to my color, but even this, I'm not even this light. Like my shoulder is much darker than this. But anyway, this is about my face color in real life. Yeah, this is about my face color. But anyway, so the rest of my skin is substantially darker because, as you can see, this is substantially darker than this or lighter than this. But anyway, I don't want to start off doing that, and I am going to get to that. Saying like, how could you, Black women? Because how could you? But like, I know how you could, and I think that this conversation is so nuanced because we are, and I think I'm also a great person to speak to this because I'm trans. We are consistently as women, female identifying people, whatever you want to say, we are consistently picked at, prodded, nitpicked by men in and outside of our community, women in and outside of our community. Colorism exists within and without or outside of the community. Racism, obviously, that is the catalyst for all of this, and it all leads to be a very major impact on Black women. When you're told, I remember when I was a kid, obviously the first thing that you can think of is my nose is big. But when I was a kid, I honestly wasn't made fun of as much about my nose. It was really my lips, or at least my lips is what I held on to. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. It was just very shocking to me because like I always knew I had a big nose because it's the Ferguson nose and it runs in the family. But like I never knew that my lips were not. I grew to understand within my teen years, obviously, that I have great lips, but like, and this is after I was made fun of for them, but before I was made fun of for them, I just thought that my lips were normal, like most people. And then I didn't really pay attention to the fact that some people have smaller lips and some people have bigger lips. And then what do you call it? It wasn't until this white girl in my debate class who was a senior, blonde hair, blue eyes, no lips, asked me when I was smiling and laughing about something with everybody at the table. She's like, "Why do you?" She just had to ruin the moment. Why do your lips do that? And I was like, "Do what?" And she was like they kind of like curve in and some. So I'm gonna smile real quick. And basically, what she was talking about is the more I smile, the more my lips start to do a little something different at the end, the corners of my lips. So I'm going to do it again. And you should see like the corners of my lips, my top lip, like kind of like, I think they go in and downward or whatever once I really smile. So, I mean, and you all are probably looking at me like, girl, that girl got in your head because you over here describing some shit we ain't even seeing. And it's cool. But like, and I'm not, I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case. I mean, I know that it did affect me, like I said. But what do you call it? Just trying to understand what she was trying to say. Even though a lot of the time you don't have to understand what these people are saying because they're just trying to be racist and they just want you, they'll make you worried about something that doesn't even exist. But anyway, what do you call it? Um, Everybody in the class was like, no, no, that's not okay, and this, that, and the third, and all this other stuff, and they shamed her for it. Um, but it was just a really weird situation, and it's just really unfortunate, and it goes to show that we are consistently dealing with this type of stuff. Like we do deal with this a lot, and it would be one thing if it was just with people like in this case, who are our white counterparts or something. But when you have black men and women, especially men, and you're a woman, telling you that you don't look good, like my biggest thing is like the whole Serena Williams situation. So y'all are mad because she went and got surgery and she got her skin lighter? You're mad? Y'all been calling her the blackest gorilla. Like, I mean, the black community, the white community didn't even have to go in on her with all the racist tropes that they went in with because we did it enough. We made fun, people, and I don't mean we because I never said anything about that woman negative. But people in the community went in on her so much and still do to this day. So it's just crazy. It's like y'all be like so mad about what people be doing, but you drive them to do these things. You drive black women to go out and mess up their lips and their noses and their eyes and things like that. Like, girl, what? What? Girls coming up here looking like Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Latoya. And it's because of y'all. It's because of y'all. We already got to contend with white supremacy, and it's harder on us when it comes to aesthetics because we're women. And, bigger things and more masculine features are obviously going to be better on guys. Things that people consider masculine usually fall into the category of things that black women, have, like stronger faces, bigger features, things like that. So, you know, we're always getting this, and then we get it from the men. So it's just really crazy. I'm just really sick of people saying this type of stuff out there. I don't have too much to say about this aside from, this is why people do what they do. Like y'all out here making fun of women all the time, talking about how, girls don't look good without makeup, your girlfriend don't look good without makeup, all this other stuff. And it's really crazy because it's like a lot of these dudes, like, let me get on you for a minute. We are called the fairer sex for a reason. All of these qualities that you all be talking about, oh, girlfriend, don't look this, that, and the third. She wasn't able to whip back in shape after she had kids. Oh, this, oh, that. Oh, once you hit this age, you hit the wall. All these other things. By the way, I've already hit the wall according to that. Um, but, all kinds of stuff. Although, I mean, I don't really think that a lot of this stuff be applying to black women because what? Like y'all gotta be. But see, that's the problem. Like black, a lot of us want to be so a part of white culture and shit that we be doing a lot of the same things they be doing and finding problems with a lot of the things that they be finding a problem with just because it's something to do. So these black dudes out here who think that they're the same as their white counterparts, you're not. They will have the same qualms with us that white men have with white women, and it's like, what? That doesn't even apply. It doesn't even apply. But a good example is this: like, black don't crack usually. You take care of your shit, and what do you call it? So you got dudes out here who are saying once you hit the wall, or once you hit 30, you hit the wall. I'm 30, and it's just crazy because it's like that's not the case with black women. And it's not the case with any woman, to be honest, like any type of women, um, because or demographic of women. Because what are you looking for? A little girl? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one to shame people for age gaps and stuff like that. I usually don't like to get into that category or into territory, but like once you start talking about how it's just like black men who date white women. It's okay for you to date white women. It's okay for you to date and have an age gap, but like as long as everything's legal and above board and ain't nobody manipulating nobody, although there's a little bit of that inherently with certain age gaps. But when you start dissing other people who don't fall into that category, that's when it's clear that there's something else going on. So if you're dissing 30-year-old women and older, what that doesn't make you look the way that you think it makes you look. Or maybe you guys are just like so like fearless right now because you think that men are um, able to just say and do whatever the fuck they want to say and do, and not reap any consequences at this point in time. Maybe that's what it is, but it's just really annoying. I'm just really sick of it. Like I'm really sick of. Let me get some water, y'all. I'm really sick of just these dumbass dudes out here. Like, the older I get, the more, and that's we all know that's why they say we hit the wall because we don't hit the wall. We be looking good. Like, honestly, the older you get as a woman, like the more younger people hit on you. You know what I'm saying? The younger the people get who hit on you. Like, it's crazy. Like, I had 40 and 30 something year olds hitting on me when I was, and 50-year olds and 60-year olds and 80-year olds hitting on me when I was a teen and in my early 20s. And now I'm 30 and I've got the teens hitting on me and the 20-year olds hitting. I'm just like, what the heck is going on? But same thing with my mom, too. But what do you call it? It's just crazy because it's just like, they do and say these things, and the older you get the more they don't matter to you, and you're just like, okay, I'm on to the next thing. Where is the thing that I'm looking for? You waste your time a lot less with people and things that you are not looking for and focus more on what you are looking for the older you get. So that's what a lot of these guys don't like, is that they see themselves getting older and they see that a lot of the games that they used to play are not working with the same women, so they have to go younger. So it's crazy. It's really unfortunate. But yeah, I'm just sick of this. But I will say, black women, please stop. Please stop. Number one, I don't care what you got going on up here or in here. None of that makes doing your lips make any sense as a black woman who has big lips. If you already have a certain amount of volume in your lips, what the fuck are you doing? Adding more. You don't look like a clown? I would never add anything to my lips. What kind of sense does that make? I am blessed. I do have, like, my mom calls them perfect lips. I do have perfect lips, in my opinion. But I'm not understanding. Like, yeah, come on now. And then the noses. What are we doing with these noses, y'all? We have features that fit our faces. You know what I'm saying? And if we do something else, then we run the risk of walking around here looking like Skeletor. Nostrils up to here, want to be straight nose. You know what I'm saying? And then the woman who I'm thinking about who just went viral recently, who they're saying looks like Latoya, she looks like she's got lip work done too, and maybe even facial work. So it's just like, girl, what are you doing? You already have a strong face, it seems. You already had a strong face. So, like, you're doing too much. Like, this is crazy. And then you got this Cindy Lou who knows, girl, what is going on looking like the Grinch? Given the choice between the two of you, I choose the sick crocodile. I would. But, it's crazy. It's absolutely insane. It's just like, people don't really seem to understand what is going to work for them and what's not. And I mean, how could you? You're not going to know what new nose is going to work for you. You know what I'm saying? Until you see it. And that's one of the problems with it. Like, like my nose is huge, huge. And I love it. I love it. What would I do with another nose? I would be a bit. They already say they think I'm white, or that I think I'm white. They already say that, trying to call me a county brownie. You know what they called me if I had a note coming out here with a nose that looked like I came from Europe? I didn't come from Europe. Some of the people who made themselves my ancestors came from Europe, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? And they came from, I think, Ireland. So, I mean, and I'm a redhead today. But, you know, um, not saying that Irish people are not able to be racist, because they don't don't be fooled. Have you heard about the IRA? But what do you call it? Um, yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say about the situation. I think that there's anything else like very pressing about this that I want to talk about. It's just really disappointing to see so many Black people out here who are unable to exist without hating themselves and their people. Like, stop. Stop. And don't you dare, if you're a person who says anti Black things and you have anti Black sentiments, don't you dare criticize these women for getting these surgeries, because you are the reason. These women can't win for losing. They just can't win for losing. Like, they do whatever, and it's like, it's still a problem. So it's like, I mean, like, what are they supposed to do? I'm not getting no surgery, but what are they supposed to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But thank you so much. Tune in for the next one. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about race and white people, and what I'm feeling as a Black person existing in a world where not only racism exists, but an anti Blackness in particular that fuels that racism, but in a system that has white people in power, with all of that being the case, and what that does to a person. You know, your sense of trust, your sense of your hypervigilance, threshold, your what it does to your sanity, your capabilities, your functions, your faculties. So stay tuned, and I will have that video out for you soon.